Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales with Jay and Ron.
Yep, where we are turning script readers into pro salespeople.
So today we're going to talk about how to convince a customer to buy from you.
Yes.
I feel like there's 1,000 ways to convince somebody to buy from you, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. There isn't. You guys do not want to convince a customer to buy from you. That isn't what's gonna get you the deal. It's really not. Like, that's the guy who we spoke about in our past videos, the guy with the clipboard, the guy that's selling himself, talking all about him. They can close in 30 days, all cash. That is never how you're gonna convince somebody to buy from you. We do not convince people to buy from us. We convince people who want to already sell their house to choose us over somebody else. So you do not want to try to convince someone to sell their house to you. You want to convince someone to sell their house to you over somebody else by using these tactics.
Especially if you're starting out, because there's a huge misconception, especially when you're starting out, that your job is to convince these super cold, not even interested, just bought the house yesterday people. And you're like, how come I can't get deals? Because you're talking to the wrong people, guys. So to jump right into number one, the easiest way to get a customer to buy from you or to sell from you, or whatever side you're in, is don't do it. You're looking for people who are already looking to potentially sell their house. Like Jagger said, I'm not looking for people that don't want to sell. Don't do it to yourself. You're going to go crazy and we're probably going to end up with the same amount of deals.
So jump right into the second one, which is you want to find the problem. And that's what we're talking about, right? You're talking to people who you're trying to convince. They probably don't have a big enough problem. Don't go after those guys. Go after the people that you can maybe find a problem with. But our goal is to be solutions-oriented people. So once you find the problem, you can create value by seeing how you can help them.
Correct, right? If the person doesn't have a problem, they're probably not going to sell, guys. If there's not a big enough problem, they're not going to sell their house. Don't waste your time. What we try to do is one of our tactics, right? Push away with those people. Hey, Jagger, it's a brand new house. You just renovated it last year. And now you're thinking about selling?
Yeah. I just don't want to live here.
Oh, okay. Did you get a new job?
No, I'm just looking to, max out.
Got it. And what if you don't sell and max out in the next 2 months?
No, I'll keep it. Like I said, I got it last year. No real need to sell it right now.
Got it. Guys, I'm no longer trying to acquire that product because that guy's not ready to sell. That person might want to sell because maybe they had a bad day, maybe they had an argument with their neighbor, but not big enough that they're going to make a decision that is potentially life-changing. For most people, that's the biggest transactions of their life. A little bit of discomfort, maybe like, I don't want to live here today. That's not enough. That's not going to do it, right? You've got to find the real problem. And if there isn't one, move on.
Yeah, and it comes down to you didn't reveal enough information about their problem, or they just don't have enough. So you don't want to just ask once and then move on. You want to try to go into every conversation like you're trying to find a hidden motivation, because people are not going to tell you that stuff up front. So you want to make sure you build some rapport. You find a way to find the problem. But if there isn't a big enough problem, move on to the next lead that might have a big problem.
Right? These people want to sell and they have a problem. What's next? Now your job is to create a plan for them. A lot of these people, especially if they have a big problem, they're dealing with this problem. They're not, a lot of them sometimes aren't even thinking about their future. But guess what? They can't sell their house if they don't have another place to go. What's going to happen with all their things? What are they going to do with all that money? Where are they moving to? Do they need time? Right? A lot of the times we buy houses from people and they're like, oh, wait, but I need a place to go. But once again, if you're not staying behind, you're not going to know this. So it's very important, right, for you to make sure that you create a full-on plan for them that starts from you buying the house to where they're going, where they're going to live, and setting everything up for it could be as smooth as possible.
Yeah, guys, well said. And I feel like a big part of that is by asking questions. You don't want to start assuming things and offering, hey, I can close in 30 days, we can clear out the property. Ask what's important to them. Hey, how much time would you need to actually sell the place? Hey, is it important to you if the house was empty, or are you going to do that yourself? So then now you're finding something to then create a plan with them. Because it's not about that we buy houses for cash. It's that we are solution-oriented people who can help solve their problems. There it is.
There it is, guys. And now, so you found the problem, right? You created the plan, and now it's time for them to sign the contract. Watch this video here so we can show you how to get that signed.